My name is Omega Luke, and these are 7 indie wrestlers that you need to be looking out for on the British wrestling scene right now. Why 7? Well, it was going to be just a list of 5, but this guy came around again and insisted I couldn't leave 2 off. You'll thank me later. I bloody won't.
Ladies and gentlemen, available on all platforms and YouTube. He's the Apex Podcaster. He's the wise owl of professional wrestling. He smells better than Dude Love with Sex Panther on. He's the king of fantasy booking. He is your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast. He is Omega Luke, and you're listening to the Omega Luke Wrestling Podcast.
That's right, I am here still to improve all of Omega Luke's content going forward. Who are you in the future? Well, I am you from the future, here to correct all of your mistakes, like on this video, to make sure you do not miss this next incredible woman from your list of great independent wrestlers, because you will regret it. Oh, and also, I'm also here to remind you that you have to give away the details for the Suplex apparel giveaway that you have running, which will be at the end of this video. That's right, could you believe that my past idiot self, or present self to you, really breaking the laws of the time continuum here, was going to leave off the queen of sesh style, Session Moth Martina? Yeah, she's quite good actually. Exactly, character-wise, Martina is hilarious. She comes out to the announcement of leaving her 74 kids at home with a can of beer, dancing and grinding on everyone around her. But she can also go in the ring too. And as well as being very entertaining, is becoming a big name on the Brit wrestling scene, competing in all of the big companies around, such as Riptide, OTT, and Pro Wrestling Eve. She's also someone who I'd love to interview. So who's the other one that I was going to miss off? Well, originally you thought that this wrestler was too big to put on this list, but you go on about her enough. She is absolutely incredible and damn deserves to be on this list. It's of course Millie McKenzie. That's true. I am literally in awe of Millie McKenzie. She is an absolute badass, a prodigy of Pete Dunne, and a wannabe best friend of the Bruiserweight. I've watched her 3 times live in the last few months, including in my hometown show of Reach Wrestling, and every time the suplex athlete is just so impressive. Oh, and by the way, she is literally just 18. Back to my original list now. Chardonnay is making a huge name for herself. She is now the new World of Sport Women's Champion after defeating Bea Priestley, and she's basically been popping up everywhere, making a name for herself. Not only is she beautiful, but she is very talented too. And as part of the Queen's Quest in Stardom, she is an international wrestler making waves in the East while smashing it still here at home as well. Well, while I'm here from the future, I may as well weigh in. Next on the list is someone that you all need to know about. Dick Riley. He is the king of Chaos Champion and part of the tag team The Magnums. I've watched Dick wrestle many times at my hometown promotion of Reach, and every time he is the most impressive part of the show. He is incredibly athletic, and everyone I have interviewed in the past who knows Dick has said it's absolutely insane how he hasn't made it to the big leagues yet. They all love Dick, and if you notice him on a card near you in the future, make sure you go along to see exactly what I mean, because I love Dick, and so will you. That doesn't sound right. What do you mean? Never mind. Next on the list is Chris Ridgway. He has a black belt in being hard as fuck. And I genuinely have loved watching him these last few months in Progress and to see him venture into other promotions as well. He even has a title shot at Volta for the Progress belt after his impressive performances as of late. And it would be no shock to see the MMA-style striker overcome the enigma that is Volta. Speaking of enigmas, Ilya Dragunov is the first non-UK or Irish-born wrestler on the list, but he has been incredible in Brit wrestling this last year and flew to the top of my favourite wrestlers on the indie scene right now. When I first laid my eyes on the man in a Progress ring, I could not believe his intensity, his speed and his brutality. Ilya came in as a hated heel, but immediately became a huge favourite at the ballroom, to the point where fans are cheering this Soviet-born German wrestler over British talent in England. Now that is special. I want to see Ilya everywhere in 2019, and so should you. The final guy is the one and only El Phantasmo. LP is originally from Canada, and he came to the shores of the British Isles to see if he could make this his living, and he is well on his way to just doing that. I first watched him at a Rev Pro event not knowing anything about him, never heard of him before, but he was the talking point in the car on the way home. Just his entrance alone is impressive, and I had the pleasure of meeting him, and he was very, very humble. He will get bigger and bigger with only a matter of time before a New Japan, WWE or an AEW will come knocking, because he's just that entertaining. That is our list of the 7 indie wrestlers on the Brit indie scene right now. Don't forget the giveaway. Oh yes, the suplex giveaway. Ah yes, the suplex giveaway. To win either the snapback or the t-shirt, all you have to do is simply be subscribed to the YouTube channel, like this exact video, and retweet the post on Twitter to win this prize for free. Then simply screenshot to me that you have done all of these 3 things either on Twitter, Facebook, or text if we know each other that well, and I shall announce the winner on Monday. So make sure you are subscribed and keep your friends close, but keep Omega Luke closer.